We have our grand final, ladies and gentlemen. ESL Open Cup Asia number 76. Now LawLiet and Mikael meeting here. Normally, LawLiet has a significant, or magnificent rather, win rate against Mikael. But today is a special day because LawLiet is not playing as his usual Night Elf. He's off racing as Orc. He's been doing that all day and was already able to beat TBC and Thunder with this. And now he's going to try his luck as well against Mikael in this best of 5. We didn't see Mikael's games yet today, but we did see from the results that he had a pretty successful day, I guess you could say. He was able to beat Focus with 2-1 in the semi-final. Had to wait a bit for the grand final as LawLiet's side of the bracket was a bit slower. And Mikael here going to start off with a Fast Fiend build, which is very strong against Farseer Headhunters, but suffers against Blade Master Standard. And playing against LawLiet here, you would expect that he would go Farseer Headhunters, as is the fashion nowadays. But LawLiet going for the Blade Master here is a bit of a surprise. He has the hard read that Mikael is going to be expecting a Farseer, and he's going Blade Master instead. He did that already earlier against Thunder, against Mikael's brother, in fact. And now he's going to do that here as well. The reason why this Fast Fiend build isn't so good against Blade Master is because your tech is much slower. Your second and third hero are much slower with this build than with the normal Ted Fiend opening. The later tech against the Farseer doesn't matter so much because you can go for Dark Ranger second at the middle, and you need a lot of Fiends out early to deal with the Wolves and the Headhunters of the opponent. But against the Blade Master opening, you would much prefer to not have this build, but rather Ted Fiends. So the early game dice roll goes to LawLiet.
Forces are under attack.
Ring of Protection and gloves. Both players here not with the greatest items. However, those slippers are looking wonderful on the blade. Skeleton sent out. Mikael recently has been really good with his skeleton scouting, I've noticed. He's going to try to figure out what's going on. And not seeing a Farseer for this long is certainly suspicious. LawLiet buys a circlet and is gonna snipe the Ogre Magi. That's a classic play for Blade Master first to be doing. Good scout by Mikael. Sees this is happening, but he's too late to do anything about this. As we see very bad items here for Mikael. Rod and Cloak. He wants to return the favor, move across the map, and steal the item there from the enemy side. Oh. Crystal Ball reveal. Scanning in the middle. Didn't see the opponent. Mikael going for a circlet of nobility. But Mikael scouting that he's getting followed is perhaps not going to go for this Ogre Magi. Well, or perhaps he still will. Been taking a bit of damage, so is the blade. Not too many heal cells left anymore. Only the single one, so the blade's gonna have to go back to the shop. Further delay his creeping. Tier 2 is finished. Should be a Shadowhunter and Tier 3 here coming in shortly. Blade is still detected. Oh, and his healing was cancelled, so now he's gonna be pretty low HP for quite some time. But here comes the Shadow. Tier 3 and Bestiary. Pretty standard build from the Orc, if you're playing Blade Master first, that is. Mikael with some good movement and creep route here. Gets the big item from the Warlord and gets the best one possible, the Mana Stone. That's the problem. Tier 3 is much, much slower. So he's going to have to rush Tier 3 right away. Oh, early attack upgrade.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can't say that I'm a fan of this. Isn't this going to slow down Slaughterhouse and stuff? Well, I guess the next big item though in the middle. He knows his Shadowhunter's coming out, so he's going to be covered by that. He's going to have map control with that second hero advantage. Well, I'm panicking a bit here. I'm quite realizing it's an illusion. Of course, hard to tell right away. But everything also very hurt, so... Shadowhunter gonna have to apply a lot of healing here. Uses the Hex. Dispels the illusion. A bit more experience for the DK. He's very close now to level 3. Forcing another Hex out of the Shadow. And he's basically out of mana now. This is a great early game for Mikael. The only thing he doesn't have is level 3 DK, but he's going to get that here easily if he wants.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich comes out. Going for Rod and Dust. And yeah, this is a really good early game for Mikael. Blade Master is finally going to get level 3, just barely, and now going to be able to start to roam. But he doesn't have much mana. Ideally, at this stage in the game, you want to have close to full mana to really be able to follow that undead around very long. Nothing here in the shop for the blade. It's double rings and pendant. Pendant is good, but very expensive. Parry up for the Shadowhunter and level 2 here. The Lich creeping with the DK. Also going to get level 2 in a moment. Ring plus 4 at the lab is not the greatest. Oh, Blade Master almost gets the steal. But, again, not quite. No Banshees coming in here, by the way. Which I feel like I've seen hardly at all recently against a Blade Master. Lightning Shield on the Blade. LawLiet looking for the fight. One Fiend almost going down with the Burrow, though, is going to be saved. Mikael didn't want to take a fight here without the Orb, but now he's tier 3, now he's got the Orb, and now he's feeling much more confident. We should be expecting a third hero here soon as well. Wait a minute. Ah, there she is. Dark Ranger. There was already a Skelly in the middle. More solo creeping for the Shadow. Very close now to level 3. But again, everything hurt. And no level 2 heal wave yet to heal this up. Tiny Great Hole by LawLiet. Oh boy, that is ultra greedy. Ultra greedy. He hasn't even healed up yet. He doesn't even have Orb of Lightning yet. If Mikael scouts this, which I guess he might not though, he should bring the ghouls right away and go all in.
Player's forces are under attack.
Is he gonna look? Is he gonna look for it? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Level 3 Shadow finally, that was desperately needed. LawLiet, sneaky. Sneaky with that expo. Can't say that I'm biggest fan of this. It is very, very risky. But Mikael doesn't have any skellies anymore. No Rod of Necromancy. And no Black Arrow yet on this Dark Ranger. Mikael is close to triple level up here. But he needs a bit more. Now he's got the skellies. But the expansion keeps mining and mining. This game's not over yet. Blade Master has a sick inventory now. Oh, baby. DK and Lich both so close to the level up. And LawLiet, he loves this. He will gladly just stand here, Mexican standoff style, and buy time for the expo. We have Banshees beginning to come in. There's the dust on LawLiet. Alright, here we have the fight. Scroll the Beast, adding in a lot of damage. Oh, but these fiends are in a little too deep, I think. Kodo moves forward. Oh, nice burrow. Saves that fiend. Oh my god, but so many fiends going down. Stomp, right clicks. Thanks to the dust here, these fiends are dying quite quickly. Blade Master dropping low, but there's the Evil Potion to protect him. And the Grunts just doing pretty damn good DPS against these fiends. Dark Ranger does survive. Kiting here, I think, not perfect by Mikael. Could have pulled these fiends back a little bit quicker, a little bit better. I was feeling perhaps only confident. Oh, the Blade Master, though! Mana Stone used, Blade Master coil, and he goes down.
The player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he has a Crystal Ball. LawLiet realizes. Solo kill for the TC. Oh my god, he's missing. Alright, he got it now. Easily has enough gold for the Tavern Revive of the Blade. Mikael has an Acolyte top left trying to expand there. That Blade Master kill keeps Mikael in the game. It seems like he's still far behind. LawLiet had so much gold, but he spent it all now. Double healed scroll. In the marketplace, we don't really have anything good. Well, actually, we have Scourge Bone Champs. We have Scourge Bone Champs for 400 gold. Bit of cunning for Mikael, good item for the Lich. And the Dark Range is almost level 3. DK is level 4. Undead hero levels are looking good. Supply-wise, we're dead even. And now we have the Banshees. That's a new X factor coming in. LawLiet. Was he perhaps overeager? Perhaps he should have just stood there. Alright. And off we go. Banshees pretty exposed in the back, but they do throw out a couple of curses. Good silence. Triple silence on the Orc heroes. Shadowhunter takes a lot of damage, but he is going to survive, having to use the first heal scroll here pretty early on. Dark Ranger Skelly is not quite level 3 yet, or level 2 I should say. TC getting focused heavily, but he has the Immo Potion, and with that will survive. Good start of the fight once again for LawLiet. One more Raider goes down though, and that's level 3 Dark Ranger. That's going to change a lot now. Immo Potion on the TC was already used. TC now has to be a little bit more cautious. He falls back, has a heal scroll still remaining. Blade Master getting focused next, he's revealed. Has to go for Immo Potion himself. Stomp coming in, Lich in trouble. But not in too much trouble, I suppose. Dude, this Lich is playing with fire. Blade Master not trying to go in for the kill, not quite. Kodo Beast now also very far forward. Seems to be a bit out of position here. This A-bomb tanking a lot of damage. It will go down in the end, but with the Immo Potions now gone, the Orc, LawLiet, has to be careful. And the Kodo Beast is gonna fall. Oh, expansion was cancelled though, by something. I don't know by what. Maybe Mikael just cancelled himself to have more resources here. DK still somewhat decent mana. 1 or 2 coils left. And the mana on LawLiet is looking low, very low. It's gonna get 1 fiend for free. But the expansion is falling. Supply is dead even. But these statues in the back here for Mikael are giving a lot of regeneration. Well, not for too much longer though, as they are super low mana themselves. Blade Master going to be forced into the Invul Potion quickly again. Dodges the coil with the Invul Potion. Nicely done. And now we don't have dust anymore. So these fiends are gonna survive a lot longer. Blade Master in trouble again. No dust to reveal him here. Coil flying. Destroyer survives. Fiends in trouble again. 2 statues on the ground. Out of mana. So many skeletons though. Jesus Christ. Blade Master low HP again. And the blade goes down! For the 2nd time! Lich level 4. Now he has Dark Ritual. He can eat these skeletons and LawLiet. He's gonna lose this game. Great comeback by Mikael. And LawLiet getting a little careless, I want to say. He got the expansion up, and then the game was his, but losing the hero, that's what cost him the game right here. The Expo falls, and LawLiet now in a terrible position. Down by 7 supply. Mikael's gonna get to the middle. Can go for the next invoke potion. Oh, excuse me. But not even gonna be the case. GG is called. And it's the 1-0 lead for Mikael. Northern Isles goes to him. LawLiet trying with the blade. Trying to mind game Mikael here. Realizing Mikael would expect the Farseer. But just good play by Mikael. I really like the movement across the map. Prioritizing the creeping. Trying to get the items and so on. Good play. Good play by Mikael, and that wouldn't surprise me too much now if LawLiet from here on out would play only Farseer Headhunter in this grand final, which is certainly the much easier strategy to execute. Second map will be Tidehunters. What is the vetoes nowadays in this matchup? I still feel like Echo Isles is really bad for Orc. But I feel like there's not these clear vetoes anymore like we used to have in the past. With Twisted Meadows especially being completely unplayable for Undead. Ah, right. Mikael's smoke break. I forgot about that. It always takes a minute. Later on today, 6 p.m. CEST, we're going to have the ESL Open Cup Europe, which is in around 3 hours. We haven't seen Foggy there in a while. Foggy, who was the only player who could really put Happy to the test. Is he signed up today? No. No Foggy. Thank you, Burrow Rush, with the 100 bits. So, we got map 2 coming up, boys. Let's go in. Tidehunters. Mikael in the bottom right in the gray. This map is also really good for Ted Fiend opening, even if you're playing against Farseer Headhunter. But again, it's the fast fiends for Mikael. The reason why it's good is because you can creep really effectively just with DK and a couple of skellies. You can creep this camp well, this camp, possibly even this camp, possibly even this camp. And the greens, of course, always, but they only have heavy armor, so it's not that efficient. Alright. Blade Master or Farseer? Looks like Farseer. Looks a lot like Farseer. Wait, or not? No! Blade Master grunts again. Alrighty. Alrighty, LawLiet. Wants to prove that he can also do it with a Blade Master. Alright, DK Fiends, off we go. So there's two ways to play Blade Master Grunts against DK Fiends. Either creep level 1 point something or level 2 and then harass. Slow down the DK level 3 while you wait for more grunts. Drain mana out of the DK, maybe steal some last hits. And then creep up very quickly with a Shadowhunter in tier 2. Or you play passive early on, you just creep yourself fast to level 3, preserve your mana pool, and then harass for a very, very long time on tier 2. But the problem is, if you do that, the DK will be creeping level 3 himself, and will have basically full mana for a possible attack. But of course, again, the big issue with this build that Mikael here has chosen is his tech is late. His second hero is going to be late. His third hero and orb is going to be late. All of these things are not that big of an issue against Farseer Headhunters, but against Blade Master one base style, it certainly is. Blade Master stealing some items, as is of course very common. Well, the timing works out pretty nicely. Blade gets the item and can disappear right away before Mikael shows up. The rest of the camp, though, will go to the undead, and it's going to be leading to a bit of an experience lead here. And there's going to be 3 fiends out early for Mikael, so he can start creeping very, very fast. And start leveling to 3. Wait a minute. Why did this Murloc show up? Helping out his Murloc buddies. Sniping the Magi here. I like that. Very easy to do with 3 fiends. Gonna be a big consumable here for Mikael right away. But Blade Master with some good permanent items. So LawLiet prioritizing the items themselves rather than just pure experience efficiency. Big mana potion for the DK. Oh man, that's very good. Peon Scout, see what's going on in the middle. One of Illusion for Mikael, and he's gonna get level 3 here. Unless the Blade Master arrives in time. Ooh, that's a big move. Oh, he gets it though. Just that one turtle was enough.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now, this is kind of the worst of both worlds for LawLiet. This wasn't a good early game. He didn't force a ton of mana out of the DK by being very aggressive. And he didn't get level 3 right away by creeping passively. But he is close to level 3 now. If he creeps this camp, he would have it. DK has tons of coils to use right here. But Mikael knows the Shadowhunter is going to be out any moment now, so it might be time to retreat.
A player's forces are under
Oh wow, his tech is super late. Mikael decided to go for a 3rd ghoul before the tech, which I don't exactly agree with. And again, early attack upgrade, interesting. So this is just part of his build. Slipper spot for the Blade Master. Once again, strong inventory for the Blade. He's going to have an Invo Potion and an Orb Lightning later. And he's basically decked out. He's going to give the Mantles to the Shadow, which is very good on the 2nd hero. And again, the illusion's used to scout, to cancel some healing, to force some hexes. Oh, but good read by LawLiet. He knows exactly where Mikhail is, what he's creeping. This is the most likely camp. Either this one or the natural. This high ground camp is very unlikely because it's pretty hard to creep. Oh, the timing is gonna be perfect. Oh, dust on the ground. Stolen. Mikhail gonna try to steal the item and then TP out. That's the right play, I think. Sacrificing the Fiend for it because now he has double mana potion. Uses one right away. He sold it! Are you crazy?
A player's forces are under attack.
He just sold the second big mana potion. What? What? You get level 4. When you have level 4 this early, it's really tempting to go for Aura level 2. In the late game, oftentimes you would prefer to have Death Pact. But here, it is Aura. And the problem is, LawLiet wasted his mid-game. He ran across the map to attack here, and he killed one Fiend only. So he basically spent the first 1.5 minutes getting 30 experience on the Shadowhunter. And that's why normally it's always a mistake to play Shadowhunter tier 2 aggressively. And Mikhail is playing this game well. Sentry wards here, sentry wards there. Good vision. One of the Wind is amazing against the TC.
A player's forces are under
Slaughterhouse is a bit late. But that's alright. Wound Bracers, a good item here. To be given to the Blade or TC later on. And the TC will be coming out. But you know, Blade Master 1 base, you have to be very precise with your creep route. And it's a very creep heavy strategy. I think LawLiet was just way over aggressive. He needs level 3 Shadows to take a fight. And Mikhail knows exactly how he can play these timings. He knows he has the window here to steal this camp and then fall back, because then there's going to be Orb on the enemy side, and then creep up a bit more on his side, get the Dark Ranger in the meantime, maybe go for an Invul Potion. Invul should be the play here, I think. And LawLiet, is he going for the Tiny again? Oh my god, he's going for the Tiny Great All again. 140 supply! With a level 2 Shadow! Oh, that's so greedy. If Mikhail scouts it this time and attacks, it's GG right away. But again, he might not scout it. Temple of the Damned once more. Oh, Crystal Ball! Oh, checked the wrong expo. Didn't check out the other one. He could go for a lab reveal right now. Wound Bracers, that's a very bad item. DK pretty low mana. Would be nice if he had that big mana potion, but... Dude, I can't believe he sold the big mana. Maybe his thought process was, he had to go out on the map to contest, and he had to have a TP on the DK in case the DK was getting focused. Maybe. But man. Still a weird choice. Alright, Banshee's out. DK with 1 mana potion could go for a second one. No, going for the Dust Lich level 3. Lots of mana on him. Should give that pendant over to the Death Knight, I think.
player's forces are under attack.
And this expo is gonna be found and gonna be killed. Well, LawLiet can use it tactically now. Just let this expansion fall, let it buy time, and creep the red camp. There's no way LawLiet can save the expansion. Even if he had a TP. Pendant now in the DK. So the Expo mined 1,100 gold. That's pretty good. Worth it at the end of the day, I guess. Oh my god, this blade. Plus 14 agi. And he's gonna get level 4 here for crit level 2. Woo, baby. We're gonna have some big crits here, boys. What's the item? Cadgas pipe! Man, some sick drops for LawLiet this game. Mikhail not in upkeep yet. Sending out an Acolyte ready to expand. LawLiet getting ready for the late game Walker transition. Oh, look at these crits, boys. Look at these crits. 200. Okay, not too impressive yet. He did get cursed right away, which is of course important. Oh my god, this Blade Master attack speed is so crazy. Is he coming in for the Storm? Hits a wonderful one right there. And there's a dust again. So these fiends not hiding in the ground. More and more fiends are going down. Some berserkers also dropping low. The Cadgas pipe working overtime. Dude, this blade attack speed, look at it! Pretty nuts. Blade Master getting completely ignored. He is missing some of these attacks, of course, thanks to the curse. One of the wind against the grunt. Interesting. Gonna trigger the second charge of dust. Oh, he doesn't have a second charge, but the Dark Ranger almost dead. Oof. The Dark Ranger microed back a little too late, so she might be going down. Yes! Backstab finds her before the coil. Pretty wild fight here. This Blade Master, dude. Oh, Hex! Is Hex on cooldown? With a Hex, he might have been able to kill this DK. Dude, this Blade Master, if we had a damage meter here, would be off the charts. Even with Curse. This is attack speed is ridiculous. It's gonna be a new Tiny Great Hall. Oh, and the Blade, he's gonna have... If he goes over here, he could be cancelling these Haunted Gold Mine. Oh, he sold something. What did he sell, boys? I think it was the gloves, right? That he sold? To have that invuln, to have that bit of security. Two 1 upgrades on the Fiends, by the way. Pretty strong. You get close to level 5. For the Lich we have level 4, kind of close. And the Dark Ranger, oh, she's far away from 3. But if Dark Ranger gets 3, Lich 4, DK 5, that is very strong. Blade Master can't cancel the Haunted anymore, but he can... Wait, what? Couldn't you have saved this? Mikhail just straight up cancels. Alrighty. 60 supply for Mikhail. He's got the lead here. Oh, quick silence could have forced the Invo Potion here. Wait. Did he just sell a circlet to get slippers? Is that better? I don't really think so, but alright. Plus 15 agi on this blade. Alright then. Here we go, boys. Mikhail going all in. The Blade Master is a super strong weapon. The rest of the army for the Orc not too impressive, I think. One Banshee dies right away. Oh, the Banshee's way too far forward. Mikhail's positioning here, not the greatest. The A-bomb coming in, though, that is going to help quite a bit. Oh my god, the attack speed. Banshee's almost all dead already. Critical strike, coil too late. Good start of the fight here for LawLiet. Hoping for that purge. There it is. He's not even cursed anymore. Oh, big mistake by Mikhail. Just having those banshees way too far in the front. That hurt him. This Kodo survives the other 8. The A-bomb in the meantime. But the DK's level 5. Dark Ranger dropping low. No statues anymore for the heal. Game is looking better and better for LawLiet. Invoke Potion used. The Blade Master still hacking and slaying away. Going for the DK now next. Gonna have to use the TP to survive this stomp. And that game should go to LawLiet. We got a decent chance here to win this, but it's important to not have these Banshees so exposed the way they are, the way they were. It's of course not easy to micro that perfectly in the late game.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's he gonna buy now? He's been loving this marketplace. Helm of Valor! Oh god. 17 Agi. Let's go, boys. Plus 17, that is. Yeah, this definitely looks like the 1-1. Going for the DK in the back. And remember that Death Pact? He doesn't have it. That can be the issue in the late game. Next stomp coming in, hitting absolutely everything. Does he have a heal potion or something? There's an invul on the Lich he could have given over, maybe. Oh my goodness. DK is running in circles trying to evade this Blade Master. But I think now we're gonna see the end. One crit would do it. He's not getting crit though. The thing is, Mikhail doesn't have much of an army left. Ooh, the TC, 3 HP. I'm gonna have one more heat wave coming in. And the GG is called. LawLiet ties it up. Shows that he can do it with the Blade Master. Mikhail, he needs to scout more. He needs to get a second round of Necromancy earlier. Bite the bullet there and spend that bit more gold. There's no way the Orc should ever be allowed to get away with so greedy play, with such a greedy tiny Great Hall. And I think Mikhail still doesn't know the timing of this tiny. He just thinks, well, it's a normal 50 supply tiny Great Hall, but no, it's super early, it's super greedy. And LawLiet, he's getting away with it here, partly. Next map is going to be Autumn Leaves. This is a great map for Farseer Headhunters. You can creep level 3 very easily. And with that level 3, creep the middle fairly reliably. Level 3 Farseer. For Blade Master, there's some good creeps you can take here as well. There's some claws on the map. But there's no marketplace. So I don't think we're going to have plus 17 agility this time. Oh, I was about to say, we're going to have to wait a bit here for Mikhail to finish his smoke break. But this time perhaps not even needing one. Oh, never mind. He does need one. Okie dokie. Well, guys, I don't know if you knew, but tomorrow WGL is going to be starting, and that's going to be sick. Remember to tune in. We're going to have the best players of Asia duking it out, and also some European representation. We have Foggy and Hawk, both in. Unlike Mikhail, who wasn't able to qualify, unfortunately. LawLiet is going to be playing. He's going to be in Group D with Foggy, with 120, and with 15 Sway, which is sort of the group of death. 15 Sway probably not going to have much of a chance there, but the other three players, absolute world-class hitters. All right. Long series today. Quite the slobber knockers here, especially LawLiet's games have been lasting for a while. It's getting not too late yet in Korea. It's still pretty humane. Map number 3. We're going to go to Autumn Leaves and figure out who's going to win this one. Who's going to grab match point and take the lead again in this series. We load in. Let's go. It's the same opening builds again. Mikhail again trying with the Fast Fiend build against LawLiet's Blade Master. It shall be once more. It seems like LawLiet is more than happy just playing Blade Master here. I'm kind of surprised that Mikhail isn't switching it up. Isn't going into Ted Fiends himself. Of course, if he goes Ted Fiends and then ends up having to play against Farseer, that's probably not the way he would prefer to have it. Having a fast second hero, like you do with the Farseer Headhunter, with the Blade Master Grunt build, compared to the Fast Fiend build, can also grant you these middle camps. These are some of the most rewarding on the map, pretty easy to creep, good experience, and big items. Mana Stone here, Sobi Mask here. And a Peon Scout this time to confirm what's going on. That slows down the Orc tech by a little bit. Not by much, though.
The player's forces are under attack.
Starting off with Gloves of Haste, we saw some pretty sick attack speed on map 2. We'll see if the Blade Master gets close again. Going 3 Fiends into tech once more. If he's expecting a Blade Master, maybe he should go 2 Fiends into tech rather. But having the 3 Fiends is very nice. You can creep very many camps quite easily. It's going to be a little bit weird here. This grunt is taking a lot of damage, but it's going to take 2 heal cells to heal him up. But good item for the blade once again. Nicely stacking him up as is supposed to be. But again, the big tech lead on the Orc side. which is the big advantage for Org in this matchup if it comes to these builds.
Players' forces are under attack.
Agitome. Hell yeah. Give me that. Mantle also for the Shadow Hunter later, very good. And I think that's level 3, right? I think that's level 3 creeper of these 3 camps. Yep, indeed. And now the Blade Master can roam like crazy. He's basically level 3 too early. Normally you want to be level 3 by the time the Shadow Hunter comes out. But now he still has to wait for the Shadow for quite a while.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he might be having the perfect timing here. Oh my god, if he gets this one. Oh, but there's a reveal. Attack speed looking quite good again. Ooh, that fiend! Oh, nice to the creeps. Yeah, this camp has some good damage. I wonder what's going to be happening on the next map. Because it's starting to feel like Mikhail should really go Ted Fiends against this Blade Master first. And in that case, LawLiet might go back into Farseer, expecting the Ted Fiends.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3, Shadow, Bestiary, Standard. Using the Book of the Dead as well to creep in the middle is pretty cool. This play is gonna get so much experience. He's gonna be level 4 very quickly this game. Oh baby! Scourge Bone Chimes, hell yeah. Okay, the Book of the Dead actually got mostly purged by the gnolls. Ooh, one grunt. Almost going down. Shadow Hunter is finally here. It's not too easy for the Shadow to creep right now. I guess this one should be his first camp, maybe? Not clear.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Orc Tech once again significantly ahead here. But Mikhail got some good items as well. Robe, circlets. Oh, good skelly scouting. Canceling some of the healing here. That's going to be Shadow Hunter level 2. The Blade Master still following around the undead. Now that the Shadow's level 2, maybe it might not be the worst idea to look for a fight, but it's 5 fiends. Yes, Frost Armor, so possibly not. LawLiet being annoying with his blade, but he's not finding kills, he's not finding last hits, so this one is not too impactful, I guess. Oh, the Slaughterhouse. If this was cancelled, this would be huge, but now it's too late. And LawLiet might be getting creepjacked here. Oh, no, never mind. Mikhail going for the red camp very early. Just ignoring the wolves, going for the granite right away. Blade Master attacking in the main, I think that's a little inefficient here. But Mikhail needs to start statues. There we go. Investing a lot of health and mana for this camp. Getting a great item with the Ancient Django is Mikhail. And there it is again. Heading at all 40 supply. Okay, this time he can afford much more. This time he had a good early game. LawLiet has a lead. So this time I can, you know, get behind it. This is just what he does all the time. Tier 3, 40 supply, tiny Great Hall. That's just his jam, apparently. Oh, the statues for Mikhail so late. Shadow finally got level 3. It took him a while. But now he's there. DK gets to level 4.
The town is under siege.
Nope. Again, no death pact. It's
Players' forces are under attack.
all around level 2. Since he has the heal potion, I guess that's the right choice. Alright, this time Mikhail scouts it much sooner than he did before. But again, this game, he's not in that good of a position. He's gonna need a mana potion on the DK at the very least. And the orb on the Lich, of course. And Mikhail's sort of all in already.
Forces are under attack.
Tiny Great Hall. One of the best items in the game. Maybe you should go for Pit Lord here. This TC has hardly any experience. The Dark Ranger is mainly supposed to counter the TC. This would be a good Pit Lord choice, I think, but it is the Dark Ranger. Oh, that statue being caught in the back. That's very painful. This Blade Master didn't have Orb yet, so he didn't have the easy kill opportunity on the statue, but he still gets the kill because Mikhail kind of lost track of it in the back there. Blade dropping low, but he's got the Invul Potion. Easy save there for him. The TC's gonna have another stomp here in a moment. TC might be going down, but has a heal potion for him as well. Very good item usage by LawLiet, keeping his heroes alive very well right here. TC might be going down, but he did his job. Got out 2 stomps, which were quite huge. Blade Master, however, cannot fall. One more dust coming through. So many fiends exposed, and the grunts are doing the damage. Kodos coming in for the Devour. They're both hungry. Hungry Kodos. Good game by LawLiet, man. Super clean game by LawLiet. Speed scroll, saves the Shadow and the Kodo at the same time. And Mika is completely out of mana. Wow. Lich level 3, but might be going down. Hex just to be safe. And that's GG. Just like that. LawLiet takes a 2-1 lead. Takes match point in our grand final. And that's the issue for Undead nowadays. In this matchup as far as builds go. If you want to hard counter Farseer Headhunters, Fast Fiends is the best thing you can do probably. But it shapes up very badly against Blade Master Standard. So the Orc can choose kind of which build to go. Blade Standard has its own weakness though. Blade Standard, Blade Master 1 base that is pretty weak against Cryptlord Fast Expansion. So if Mikhail now wants to roll the dice, he could go for Cryptlord Fast Expansion. On our third map, Concealed Hill, however, that would not be very easy. And as we saw earlier, LawLiet does send out Peon Scouts every now and then. On a map like Northern Isles, on a map like Echo Isles, even Last Refuge, or Tidehunters, Cryptlord Expo is pretty good. But against Orc on Concealed, that sounds suicidal. So, wouldn't be expecting this. But Concealed Hill is not that good of a Blade Master map. It's really hard to stack up the blade. There's hardly any claws. There's not many slippers. There's not many creeps you can easily take early on to get level 3 quickly. So I think this is a pretty poor Blade Master map, honestly, Concealed. So this would be a decent opportunity for Mikhail again to go into Tet Fiend build, trying to counter the Farseer Headhunters. And if it's not Farseer Headhunters, if it is Blade Master, then it's not that good of a map for him. But yeah, mind game wise, it's still pretty interesting. What are the two expecting out of the opponent now? Does Mikhail feel he has to move back into Ted Fiends to beat this Blade Master? Oh, we're on the wrong map though. Okay, so not Concealed Hill. He's actually showing other orcs a good build, just instant expo no matter what. I hope you're trolling, bro, because that is certainly not the case. If the unit is playing properly, an instant expansion is never gonna work. Is my opinion. But it's hard to always have the right creep route, have the correct scouting going on. And our map here, correction, is gonna be Echo Isles. Which is also a great Fast Fiends map. Contrary to popular belief, Echo Isles is not good for a Blade Master, at least not against Undead, because there's not enough creeps to go around in the late game. The DK Fiend player will soak up a lot of the creep camps just naturally, and then there's going to be hardly anything left for the Shadowhunter, and especially for the TC. And also the Blade is going to have a tough time getting to level 4 most of the time. But LawLiet definitely looking impressive here today, with his Orc off-race, winning many maps, and perhaps winning this whole tournament. Are we going to have the final game on Echo Isles already? Or is Mikhail going to bring it back? Fast Fiend build again by Mikhail. I think on Tidehunters you really should have played Ted Fiends. Because there Ted Fiends also works out pretty well against Farseer Headhunter. And it's just pretty good to creep with DK, just naturally. What were the other maps? Northern Isles? Yeah, I think there also Fast Fiends is a safer play. And Autumn Leaves. On Autumn Leaves, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there. LawLiet again with a blade. Alright. Mikhail is not straying away from his Fast Fiends. The good thing, especially with this build, for Undead on this map, is you can contest the marketplace pretty easily. Normally, it should go to you if you're playing Fast Fiends. Regardless if the opponent is playing Farseer or Blade Master, the middle should go to you. Otherwise, in Ted Fiend versus Blade Master, the middle will always go to the Blade normally. And the middle here, of course, is very impactful because it's the single big consumable item on the map. Wait, what? LawLiet is trying to creep this item away. Is he? Yeah! Right, LawLiet is trying to steal the claws here at the Ogre Warrior. But he's investing a lot of time for this, so he's gonna get this item, then run back to his side, then get healing. Fiend trying to get the last hit, but that's not gonna work out. Oh, the DK was almost in time to use the coil there, but not quite. And now gonna go to the other green camp first. That means Mikhail might just be going south here, go to this camp, and give up the middle potentially. Claws for the blade. Not selling the ring yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Warmill. That's unusual. So, adjustment now by Mikhail. He's going for a 2 Fiend tech. Not slowing down the tech as much as he did before, but it's not that big of a difference, really. And LawLiet once again is trying to stack his blade as much as he can. We do have a marketplace here, but no Helm of Valor on this map. Quel'Thala's boots. If Mikhail after this camp goes north and steals the Magi, that could be pretty nice for him. Getting both those middle camps. One of Lightning Shield gonna be sold right away. That one is not too helpful. We do have an experience lead here on the Undead side by a bit, but not yet a level lead. More Fiends coming out. Tier 2 finish. Shadow coming Tier 3 right away. Is he just gonna move right into Kodos? Skip Raiders? Pure Kodos? Might be.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's gonna be a little bit tough for the Shadowhunter to creep. I guess has to go over to the Merc camp. Or could just go for the market. Yeah, true. The marketplace should be the go-to camp here. As once again, Mikhail's second hero is much later. Oh, this early attack upgrade. Wait a minute. Temple? Is he playing a tier 2 Banshee all in? Oh my god. And it's scouted by the blade.
A player's forces are under attack.
6 Acolyte. He's trying to tower push with Banshees. Oh, Mikhail is looking a little bit desperate here. Don't you need statues with that? Alright. Plan cancelled. Tech now instead.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now I'm gonna creep a quick level 2 on the Shadowhunter. Blade Master being very annoying. Finally gonna force a Nerub tower. Mikhail was very greedy before, never going for that Nerub. But this time he's gonna be forced to spend those 100 gold. Ringer of Agent for the Shadow is alright. Especially for the TC, I think. Pretty good. Mikhail got the middle though. The item for him was the Big Invul Potion. He's gonna try to creep jack the opponent. That's a smart choice. He doesn't have Nova, but he's got Coil level 2. LawLiet has no speed scroll here. That's a little scary. As the Blade Master is finally gonna have to retreat. Tier 3 finished. The burrow, perhaps a bit late. Now he's using the speed scroll to get away. Waiting for the Blade Master finally to be back. And one burrow goes down, and it's again. No. Oh, the TC was started just barely in time. That was super close. Kodo Beast would be a big kill here for Mikhail, and he is gonna get it. The Frost Armor right now, super strong. Blade Master doesn't have Orb of Lightning yet. And this pressure here, perhaps surprising LawLiet a bit. So waiting for the TC to come out. When's he finally gonna arrive? That's normally why you want to have Orb of Lightning right away. And Mikhail might be doing it here with what seemed to be intended to be a Banshee push. Just turning into a Fiend push. Working out pretty well. And you know, this first attack upgrade on the Fiends is actually pretty good for this kind of push strategy. Stomp coming in. One Fiend in trouble, but does survive. And the Grunt goes down. Really good exchange from Mikhail. He does have the Banshee House on the way. Tier 3 now finished. Can go for Orb of Corruption. Mana's very low, but statues should be coming out any moment now. Oh my god. Even now! LawLiet is going for the tiny. Unbelievable. The greed on this kid. Oh, and Mikhail. Again, he didn't scout. Okay, now he's sending out a Skelly. Should have done that right after TPing, ideally. DK gets level 4. It's the Aura again. With the Orc Hero so under leveled, I think that's the right call here. +9 for the Lich. Very good. Oh, the Blade. Gotta intercept the Skelly Scout. Ooh, okay, never mind. Bringing in some ghouls as well. He had 4 ghouls before. Doesn't need that many anymore. We got a Banshee. And the Expo was scouted. 40 supply only for LawLiet. In the middle we're gonna have the Dark Ranger saying hello. I wonder if Pit Lord might not be better for these scenarios. There used to be a time when we saw an equal amount of Dark Ranger and Pit Lord, but it's been a while since that time. It's almost exclusively Dark Ranger 3rd nowadays against Orc. If it is this Blade Master standard that we're seeing. Kolinova on the Blade, gonna be forced into the Invo Potion here real quick. Dispels the Curse with it. That means after, he's not gonna be affected by Curse anymore. But the army for LawLiet is just too small. PC's gonna go down, Shadowhunter not being level 3. If the Shadow's not level 3, you just can't fight. That's an advantage of undead late game. The Lich is good enough on level 2 to take a fight, the Shadowhunter is not. And Mikhail now looking very, very good in this game. Gonna take out that Banshee, but she once again applied the curse on the Blade Master. That's the most important thing. Silence on the Shadowhunter. Lich gets level 3, and the backline now getting taken out quickly. Bit of a mistake on the Invo Potion, but Mikhail can afford it. Can afford to be a bit wasteful. This expansion, this time the greed is finally punished. And LawLiet gonna call for the GG, tie up the series, will Mikhail, and bring us to one final map. Which should be Concealed Hill, I guess. We haven't seen Last Refuge yet, we haven't seen Concealed yet, and we haven't seen AZ yet. It's gonna be one of those. Would be unusual for an undead to veto LR or AZ. But he did do it, apparently. And yeah, our last map shall be Concealed Hill. Decision to be made. First place here in the ESL Open Cup, $100 and 30 EPT points to the winner. Who's it going to be? Would be LawLiet's 4th title, if he gets it. Would be Mikhail's 1st. He's never won this ESL Open Cup before. He has been able to make it to the grand final before, but only got 2nd place. Mikhail looking pretty good today. Showing it against different styles as well. Against Focus, he was playing against Farsi Headhunter. And here against LawLiet, he's playing against Blade Master. Seemingly all the way through. 30 supply tiny great hole there by LawLiet. He wants his tiny. He wants his tiny. Can be very effective if you're given enough time to collect all those resources. But yeah, Mikael is paying attention to it more and more, scouting more and more the way he should. And the Fast Fiend build has been working out for the most part. Are we going to see a deviation now from these builds on the last map? Or are we going to stick with what worked? I would expect that they're both going to continue to play the same. If I was to guess. Thank you very much. I am Kilu with a 5-month resub. Might take a moment here for us to start the last game. Long series. Pretty excruciating for both these guys. Might need a moment. As I said earlier, tomorrow at noon, 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. CEST, we're going to have WGL starting the group stage with the 16 best players in the world, or many of them anyways. It's going to be Fortitude, Focus, Moon, and Alice for Group A. That's a sick group already, dude. Let's take a look at that group. Fortitude, Focus, Moon, Alice. Oof. On Monday, on the first day. Colorful, Soen, Sok, Linguagua. All these guys have been looking pretty good recently. Honestly, Colorful and Sok in the most recent days, perhaps a bit on the downward slope. PCG, Chimiko, Lin, and Hawk. Chimiko is on absolute fire right now, and Lin is just a god. So it seems like we have two very clear favorites in Group C. And Group D, we're going to have Foggy competing with 120 and LawLiet. Very fierce competition. 15 Sway is going to have his work cut out for him, but also 15 Sway looked pretty good recently. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to figure out who the next champion is going to be. Our most recent one, of course, was Infi, but he's not participating here, unfortunately. Being nowadays more of a streamer than a die-hard competitor. Players are about to get ready. I hope. Having us here on the edge of our seats. Would be cool for Mikael finally to win something again, even if it's not the huge tournament. Having him win, if he was to win the ESL Open Cup for the first time, would be pretty good for him. And in general, his results recently hadn't been that amazing. He didn't make it, for example, into DreamHack Fall, missing his opportunity there. And before that, also in the TED Cup, he wasn't looking too hot. So last couple of weeks haven't been too glorious for Mikael. If he can now shape that up, that would be good. Of course, he didn't qualify for WGL either. So yeah, Mikael's last half year must not have felt too good for him as a competitor. My signs look better. Looking quite good here today. And I think we might finally be ready. Yeah, okay. One more map. The decision to be made. LawLiet with Orc today. Is he going to do it with his off race? We have seen that before. Happy, for example, in ESL Open Cup Europe. Was able to win it with Night Elf himself. Wait, did he win once or twice with Night Elf? I think he won one time with Night Elf, if I remember right. And now LawLiet looking to win. Wait a minute. Oh, I was about to say, he picked Night Elf accidentally. Whoopsie. Of course he's going to have to stick with his race. Stick with Orc. So we're going to have a rehost. Imagine if now Mikael after the rehost or before the rehost is going to go for another smoke break. Lol. No, not going to be the case. LawLiet locks in Orc. And shall bring us to the decider. LawLiet very high up in the ELO ranking right now. Showing us he's in top form. Even able to take wins off of world-class competitors with his off-race. What do you guys think? Is LawLiet going to off-race in WGL? Is he actually going to play Orc? I wouldn't really think so. But, well, we don't have Infi, we don't have TH in WGL, so the usual off-racers / random players are out of the mix. Maybe LawLiet is going to take up that mantle? Oh, whoops. That's the wrong one. Alright, we're moving in. Our decider map 5, Concealed Hill. Mikael the top right in the yellow, playing again. The the Fast Fiend opening. Fast Fiends, in case you guys don't know, is Crypt and Graveyard right away. Which means Fast Fiends, hence the name. And Slow Hero. And the Ted Fiends opening is a Fast Hero, Delayed Graveyard, Delayed Fiends. But also with a much faster tech. Oh! And guess what? Map 5, LawLiet switches it up and goes back into Farseer Headhunters. Understandable on this map, I guess. And we'll see how that goes. By the way, LawLiet picking the gray color, which is normally the color that Mikael wants to use. A bit of mind games here also coming in from LawLiet. Where can I find the race ranking? On Warcraft3.info. Warcraft3.info, they have a global ELO ranking that you can see under stats. On War3 info, which is a great page. Farseer moving across the map, looking to creep a bit on the enemy side. Can go for the green camp here first, then walk over with the Farseer and creep this camp with Wolf and Headhunters, which is kind of a new little favorite thing to do for Farseers. Let's see if Mikael knows about this Farseer trick. If he knows about it, when he sees the Farseer, he should send 2 skeletons over to the green camp right away. Oh, okay. But it's not the exact opening I was expecting. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Lab creep? With 2 Headhunters. Okay. That works. Third Headhunter coming in.
A player's forces are under attack.
DK gets level 2. Pretty slow early game here for Mikael. Just a standard fast fiend opening. Slippers, circlet, decent items. The Farsha just continues to creep this. It's going to be a fast level 3 here by the look of things. Oh, if he gets the Chain Lightning Steel, that would be sick. But the coil secures it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wow. It's a perfect level 3 creep road. How cool is this? Check that out. Boom! Farseer level 3. Pretty pog. Tier 2 gonna be finished in a moment. So this time it could be Dark Ranger second, by the way. When you're playing against Farseer, that is much more playable in that scenario. And he already has the slippers. Just saying. And the level 2 wolves here now very strong for the harass. Oh, no Chain Lightning last hit there on the creep. Perhaps a bit of a missed opportunity, but maybe the Farseer didn't even have the mana. Good block against the Fiend, but another coil comes in. And the Fiend is saved, just barely. Tier 2 not finished yet. Fiend's retreating back into the base, all of them pretty hurt. Perhaps wants to go for a Ritual Dagger. Allies gonna respect the Narrow Tower. I did some decent damage here already. With the TC coming, Bestiary. Replenishment Potion on the DK now, very nice to have. And he is gonna go for the Ritual Dagger. Boom! Gonna heal up everything a bit. Okay, it's a Lich second again. No Dark Ranger second. Which is something that a lot of Units are playing, but apparently not Mr. Mikael. Mikael can get level 3 here from this camp.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, Lalai's looking for him. He's looking for him. And now he found him. The DK gets level 3. That's the big one. Oh, Fiend. And he gets surrounded here, maybe. Oh my god, whew, so close. A lot of cards needed to keep these Fiends alive, but in the end, it seems like they will survive. Well, until the TC shows up. And that Stomp isn't even needed. One Fiend goes down. And now we have the Lich out. Slaughterhouse coming, but Orc tier 3 pretty close to finished as well. Farseer still more than enough mana here to resummon the wolves a couple of times. So, tier 3 is finished. We kind of know what this is supposed to mean for LawLiet, right? Tiny Great Hall. That's what he has shown us time and time again now. Levels of Haste might even be an item he can sell. Nova on the Headhunters. One's gonna go down. But it's okay. Only a single Headhunter so far dying this game. But Nova, the second one, is gonna make it 2. And this time, Shadowhunter second. Not instantly the greedy Tiny Great Hall. I think I could try to trap the Ogre Lord here. Behind the tavern. Not sure if that's going to work out. Oh, yeah, it's a bit too late. Missed opportunity there. This would have been a big one for Mikhail. Double statue now out. Gonna be lots of regen for the undead. And finally the Orb of Corruption gonna be purchased. Big Invul Potion. Also good for him. Lich pretty unleveled though. Should give those slippers to the Dark Ranger maybe. And Berserker upgrade is finished. And now we have lots of DPS. Creeping the red camp here at the fountain right away. TC level 2.5. It's gonna get close to level 3 here. Farseer, I think, soaking up a bit too much experience. Maybe you shouldn't be taking part in this creeping.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice silence. I like that a lot for creeping. Preventing these spells. Medallion of Courage. Good item for Mikhail. But is he ready to take this fight here now? There's a TP on the undead to get out if he wants. We're just gonna run. But there is an ensnare. Oh, from the creeps! There's no raiders for LawLiet. This was just from the creeps. TC is silence, dropping low, but use the evil potion. Perfect stomp. Takes out the next fiend right there. The statue also super hurt. So many kills for Mikhail right away. And he doesn't have a level 3 hero yet outside of the DK. Normally at this point you want to have a level 3 Lich or a Dark Ranger, but that is not the case right here. One fiend goes down, but another one is saved. Farseer in trouble as well. Invul Potion, last second. With that, the first hero survives. More coils flying, healing up these other heroes. The TC also healthy again. Lich has one more Nova, though. It's still pretty close. 45 supply for LawLiet. He has the gold. He'll go for a tiny if he wants, but I think first he wants to heal. Mikhail definitely lost more in that exchange. Remaking statues, remaking fiends. Oh! Gonna get a Kodo! Oh, the heal wave. Not quite gonna be good enough. Fiend comes out, but it's gonna get killed. Didn't have Burrow there, apparently. Another Berserker falls. Lich in trouble, almost surrounded. Has Invul Potion, though. Hex on the DK, not gonna result in too much. The Farseer in trouble! Has to TP out. Dark Ranger barely saved. Mikhail with a lot of clutch saves and kills here. But he's dancing on the knife's edge. He only has very little mana, so now he's basically incapable of fighting. I wonder if LawLiet's gonna realize this. The mana is out, and Mikhail for that reason has to fall back. Mikhail looking to creep a bit more. Dark Ranger and Lich level 3 would both be tremendous, but he's pretty far away from that. A lot more experience here, definitely on the Orc side. Farseer is going to get level 4. And the Shadow Hunter is getting closer and closer to level 3. Scourge Bone Chimes is actually very bad for once. No Blade Master, no Grunts. Only for the TC, it's not worth it to keep the item. Heal Scroll, Invul, Dust. And with that, once again, LawLiet is ready to fight. Kolnov on the Shadow Hunter. Good Speed Scroll. Gets the Shadow Hunter out of harm's way. And focusing on the DK now. Next, with a Hex coming through. That might be the kill. Oh, nice Destroyer Morph. Perfect Destroyer timing to get in that Dispel. And LawLiet just gonna keep creeping. Go over to the enemy natural. There's a Kodo Beast out now, but no Disease Cloud yet. Also, on A-Bomb. Did I say Kodo? I mean, of course, A-Bomb. But Kodo Beast Devour could be a thing. LawLiet playing this last map way more careful than the previous ones. And now the only camps left here are in the south. Invul Potion seems needed, but okay, Mikhail already has one. But mana, again, low on the undead. He needs to use these statues for mana regen. I think that's what he's doing now. And now, finally, we have the tiny Great Hall for LawLiet. He delayed it by quite a bit. This time, going faster into Shadowhunter, going more into creeping. And I like that. He's got the 4/3/3 levels. That's looking very good. He's going to get another big item here. Talisman. Decent for the TC. Ooh. Misclick on the Invul Potion. That could turn out to be painful. A lot of skellies being picked up. Dark Ranger and Lich, both almost level 3. The expansion not really paid off yet. 50 versus 50 supply. And that TC, remember, doesn't have Invul Potion. He should be getting silenced when he runs in here. Lich level 3. Stomp comes out though. Heavy focus on the TC. Heavy focus on the TC! And he... Oh my god, he lets him live! Oh! Mikael could have killed him! But he moved somewhere else. Stopped focusing the Tauren Chieftain. And with that, the TC survives barely. Kodo B still in the mix. Doesn't get the A-Bomb devoured, but gets a Fiend right there. TC is still low HP, but has a new Invul Potion. Gonna have to use it here. Use the Stomp. Death Pact this time! Heals up the DK once more. Mana running low on all sides. The DK, I guess, is the only one with good mana still left, and Mikael might be doing it here in the end. LawLiet getting hit by a Nova on the retreat. Coil could easily be used here to find more kills. 1, 2 Berserkers going down. And this expansion did not pay off at all. He got 40 gold out of this. Ridiculous. That Invul Potion. That accidental trigger before. Fighting LawLiet in the back, in the behind. But mana is low now on Dark Ranger and Lich. Only the DK with mana points left, so this might still be a winnable fight for the undead, for the Orc. But the strength here of the undead late game is the Dark Ranger with the skeletons, snowballing against the Berserkers one after the next. Last statue taken out, no more passive regen, DK low HP, but LawLiet knows that there's Death Pact. Use it on the Fiend that wasn't snared. Pretty cool. Preventing the experience from the Fiend and getting HP back on the DK with it at the same time. Very, very nicely done. Supply lead for LawLiet, but not by much. DK still chasing, looking for more kills. And that should be another skeleton going to the undead. Stomp coming in again. TC about to use his third Invul Potion here. He's got a heal scroll as well. LawLiet had a ton of gold. But there's still no mining going on over here. More Fiends falling. Heal scroll used. TC getting focused next. TC might be going down. Heal wave. Oh, he used the Hex instead. Oh. TC gets away on 10 HP.
A player's forces are under attack.
Farseer has a lot of mana. Oh, it's very close to level 5 Farseer, by the way. That would be a big one. It's gonna be another skeleton, though. TC needs a long time to heal up. Going for a heal potion here. Ensnare. Oh, the Raider. Where's the Ensnare? Using it now, the DK doesn't have mana for the Death Pact. Chain Lightning. Oh, Invul Potion transferred. Level 5 on the Farseer. Perhaps it should be Chain Lightning now. He's got so much mana. But no, he goes for Wolves instantly. Death Pact again on the Fiend, though. And with that now, so much more HP. It seems like Mikael is doing it here, boys. Even supply now. The Farseer in trouble. The statue in the back doing a great job here, healing over time. And the TC is dead for a long while. He's trying to go for the Tavern Revive. Free healing available at the fountain. But Mikael also wants to keep up the pressure.
A town is under siege.
Really good game here. At the end of the day, at the end of the series. And I think Mikael absolutely has the upper hand now.
A player's forces are under attack.
No clarity on the TC. That's the one thing that seemed to stand out today, this under usage of clarity by LawLiet. He needs those clarities. Lots of skeletons again here, thanks to the creeping. One green camp was still left. Bean's gonna go down. It's not gonna lead to a level up. 5/4 levels here for the orc, but no mana. No mana to actually do anything with it. Shop taken out. LawLiet needs to remake it right away. And also, the burrows are falling. LawLiet heavily supply stuck. He's got one stomp only. One stomp and one heal wave. And snares. Not using it on the destroyer. These end snares by LawLiet have been a little bit weird, I gotta say. Farseer in trouble. Coil Nova. Oh my god, that heal wave just barely saves him. Holding on to the Invul Potion still. More Berserkers are going down, though. Oh, but the Kodo got a big snack. Was able to pick up that A-bomb. And now the shop being remade. Burrows also have to be remade. There's too many peons in the gold mine. LawLiet's going to realize it soon. 32 supply only, though, for the orc. Mika is about to hit 2 more level ups on Dark Ranger and Lich, and the DK is pretty close as well. Mikael is looking to be in a great position here. Constant vision now on this orc army. It takes really long to devour an A-bomb. 1,175 hit points.
A town is under siege.
Who's in the main? Harassing a bit. Not going to the acolytes though. Clarities, LawLiet. Where are the clarities? Again, hardly using any clarities. The army for LawLiet is a joke. He's got 3 Berserkers and a Kodo Beast only. Wolf summoned. Split, but also partly dispelled. TC, silence wears... No, doesn't wear off. It's just activated. Doesn't want to use the Invul Potion for this one. No, he does! Going for the Dark Ranger. Finally, Fog Lightning coming in. Feel like we haven't seen that in forever. Invul Potion, kind of wasted there. But it's not the end of the world for Mikael. He can still fight without a Dark Ranger. As the DK and the Lich are so strong. Nova coming in. Dark Ritual could still be used on some of these skellies. Oh, Dust though against the Fiends. And it's going to be 1 kill at least. Maybe even a second one. Heal Wave also. Wolves doing a lot of damage. More and more Fiends are going down. TC in trouble. Heal Potion didn't have the time for it. He used the Invul before to break out of the silence. And now he gets nuked. Now he dies. And that should be game. LawLiet down to only 20 supply left. The main base has expired. The Farseer in trouble. Farseer goes down. And that is game. Mikael has done it. Quite the nail biter here towards the end. LawLiet doesn't want to believe it yet, but it is true. You can believe me. Mana Potion thinking about a hex, perhaps, but it's over. GG is called. Mikael wins. 3-2 victory for him and his first ESL Open Cup Championship. Gold medal.